Previously on the $15 cook-off.
I mean, the judge is going to be full by the time we eat because of the tacos and rice that he found.
Use lattice cut potato. That's good. Now let's try.
It's not too cold.
Were these salted?
Yeah, lightly. Unmitigated.
I think that there was a very clear winner, and it wasn't necessarily any fault of the other team. It was just the few little mistakes that really were the difference.
What the It wasn't the fault of their team, it was just a few mistakes they made. It wasn't their fault though.
You've been waiting 8 months, but it's finally here. Episode 3, technically 4, but actually 5, of the $15 cook-off. Let's meet tonight's chefs. Some familiar faces, and some new.
Alright, so all of the blue team is here, and the rest of my team is now 10 minutes late, and no sign of them, so great start.
Master Chef Coco has arrived, and he's here for his third victory. Well, I feel like we have a really good chance this time because like all the ups are on the other team. So I'm really confident.
I have never known Johnny to be a winner.
And now he's on my team. I can bring back a very specific incident from, I believe it was episode 2. The lava cake? No! I was liking it cut the kitchen on fire, and he's also on my team! Hey, but we got the Burger Master back at it. Gage is gonna be here. And we got Beefcake Bryce, so like, we can't lose. Get a flex for me, Bryce. Come on in.
Beefcake Bryce. Alright, this is my first season. We got Johnny though, so we're kind of
Well, Team Swole for the win. This time, we've got my brother, reigning champion of, well, all cooking in general.
Although I did beat him, so clearly I'm the better of the
We
two.
lost to a waffle.
However, we've got the biggest brother. The whole Canis boys, all the Canis boys are on the same team. So this time, I know we're winning.
Ryan. The strategic plan is to not be on the same team as the Dutch. I'm really excited to go to somewhere new, like Meyer. It's crazy.
Someone luxurious. Someone luxurious, like fine
dining.
Now you want a real fine shopping experience? Walmart. Oh yeah.
Every time I walk into Walmart, I feel endangered.
All I know is that we got Christian on our team, and he did the really good pasta, even though I lost to a waffle. But it should have won, so
My pasta,
that's good.
our pasta.
The pasta should have won.
Like
That was-
no, you're losing.
No, I don't think three desserts.
I'm sitting bum down.
How many do you know? I'm arguing. 3 desserts.
Oh, it's not a
Bad brownies. Not even lava cakes.
Coke.
Waffles. And I shouldn't really be arguing with this because they're on my team now.
I like your
Yes, they won. I'm on the winning team.
The red team will be Micah, Josh, Johnny, Bryce, Gage, and Christian R. The blue team will be Noah, Alex, Christian K, Grayson, and Durson. The judges will be Kyle and Ryan. It's time to head to the store. Each team will go to Meijer to purchase produce. With the blue team long gone, the red team is arguing over which car to take.
They are gone. They are long gone.
So, our killer idea, lobster, as you can see, was a complete bust. Apparently it's been closed for 2 days now, and so we had to go to Plan B, but we're not sure if this store has what we need. We're looking for some fresh what? Shrimp for the appetizer, if lobster is not an option.
Hi D&W, this is Grayson. I have a quick question for you guys. Do you have any live lobster? Thank you so much. I'm getting put in contact with the meat department. My boys.
While Grayson is busy getting put in contact with the meat department, the red team looks at fresh tomatoes.
So D&W, I called them. They got me in contact with their meat department. And Tyler answered, great guy. I asked Tyler if they had any lobster. He said he would go check, and he checked. Took him around 5 minutes. He came back, said he did have a lobster. I said, awesome. How much is that going to be? He said he would go check again. So he left. Another 5 minutes. Comes back. You can't have that lobster. No explanation.
I was gonna get some right tomato toast.
Just gotta feel the balls, make sure they're not as squishy.
This is a regular hamburger bun.
89
No.
What are you doing? Salmon burger.
No, we're doing salmon steaks.
Oh, salmon steaks. What's the difference?
Well, it's gonna have like a nice crust on the skin, and then it's gonna have like a really nice golden brown texture.
So my mom doesn't put it in the oven.
In the oven, yeah. It's kind of
The skin's the best part.
yeah, the skin's the best part.
The crunch is the best part.
Yeah, but then you bite into it and then there's that soft.
Got fresh garlic.
Basil, and some bread, and some tomatoes and bacon bits.
It looks like you're gonna make a bruschetta.
We might be. Well, what? Are we over the budget?
Well, either way, this saves money. And how many pounds is it?
$8 for that.
This is 12 ounces.
Which one do you think tastes best?
Probably. These ones probably have the most meat. But these ones are the kind of those like ugly ones with the big bumpy eyes. Oh, look at this guy. Look how weirdly he looks.
So me and Bryce were talking, and we think that a traditional pizza would be a little bit too not outside the box. So we're going with a pesto pizza with grilled chicken, and I think I just think that with the bruschetta will just it'll go really nicely together. Keep on that Italian style. Hey, you can't say that.
We can do this too,
No,
and then
but
just
that's
wrap it
not
in
the
tin
same.
foil.
That your way sounds better.
Sounds better.
Okay, alright,
$10
let's do it.
up low. Fancy.
There it is.
Garlic.
Bowl.
$2
for garlic.
Yeah.
Sweet. Perfect. On the budget for that.
See these eggs? They will be important later.
Cheapest egg to decline. Keep bagging.
It's time to head home and start cooking. Each team has 90 minutes to complete their meals, which should be plenty of time, so long as you know what you're doing.
Alright, start as soon as you hear the horn.
The blue team has decided to prepare a very fancy salmon steak with cheesy garlic bread for the appetizer. Their dessert will be a classic brownie in a mug.
Alright, Micah, get it.
So, our team's making salmon steaks. We were gonna get lobster, but every store seafood section is closed. So, we found a salmon, got some shrimp. We're gonna do some salmon and shrimp. Right now I'm melting butter. Grayson's working very hard, and apparently he seems to know what he's doing. He seems to have done this before. Cheesy garlic bread, again. And then Grayson's working on getting the pan ready for salmon steaks.
Cup. We need a cup.
The red team is going for a more Italian take with their pesto pizza. Their appetizer will be a bruschetta, and for their dessert, a cheesecake. Although they may have made a minor oversight picking a dessert that takes 2 hours to prepare.
Tyler from the meat department at D&W might have screwed over our team because he would not sell us the one lobster left because it was his pet.
We have no eggs.
We're kind of
We bought our eggs and now we don't have to. They're actually both cards. They're not cards.
We only need 3.
Well, you're gonna have to figure out how to get them out.
I don't know how to touch the chicken.
You gotta move the chicken.
Look, there's eggs in the back.
All right, so our eggs just kind of disappeared. So we went to the chicken coop and found 2. Yeah. This is all the eggs that we've got.
I think blue team sabotaged.
Yeah, I think blue team stole our eggs that we bought from the store. So now we gotta make do with this.
This is a mess. A mess.
There have been accusations claiming that I stole red team's eggs, and that is only because I'm an Asian American. They're racist, homophobic, and bigoted. They need to stop Asian hate.
Hey, but while they're sitting there for an extended period of time.
Dessert comes after dinner.
Dessert comes
Like 10 minutes after, not like 2 hours.
Oh yeah, just start
We made you for you to pour it. You have to let it sit.
Alex! Alex, gonna be fine.
You are going to the lava cake. Lava cake part 2.
Holy hell, my God. You gotta add red. Why is it red? What are you doing?
I just looked at the other team. They're doing something with salmon, it looks like, but they put it in. We still have like an hour to go, and they already are cooking the salmon. So I don't know what they're doing, but it seems like it's very early.
I think, once again, things are going wrong for the red team. They lost their eggs, and they blamed them on our minority, Alex, of course, because red team is racist. And they tried to blame us for losing their eggs, and then guess what they did? They went outside and picked eggs off the ground from the chickens here at Next House, and then they broke them. So things are not looking good for red team right now.
So far, the taste test was a lot worse than I had envisioned. It fell apart when I took it out of the pan, and it was, for the most part, flavorless.
I've always watched this show, and I never thought I would be a part of it. I got notified like 2 minutes before that I was going to be on the show. I thought I was just coming to watch and have fun, but I was on the team. Wasn't super excited about it, but having a blast now. Super fun.
So we've got like 64 minutes left. We've already got the garlic butter ready. Shrimp are ready to go in, but we just gotta wait so they're not cold and early. The salmon is great. We did a sample test. Now we just gotta wait. We've got too much time on our hands.
All I gotta say is nursing and wish Mr. P was here. It's really sad times right now, but hey, we lost eggs, but we got this shit. Will Durson.
You guys like garlic scented GoPro equipment?
No, you want it coarser.
Oh really? Yeah, you want it to be a coarser.
So we should have just gone for that
great.
Well, this is the taste test here.
Oh wow! Wait, what?
We're not gonna do the rest until it's ready.
Yeah, I saved your ass, by the way. That's already a lot.
Put them back on the shelf.
The eggs, they were in the basket that we returned.
I didn't return the basket.
I didn't return the basket.
Yeah, you did. You took it to the guy. He's like, sorry, I can't afford this.
Were the eggs in the bag? In that basket?
I remember.
So then Johnny had to go ransack the chicken coop, and we got 2. We needed 3.
Meanwhile, Christian R is getting fed up with the red team.
All over the place. Hey, we didn't lose the eggs.
Ask a substitute for the eggs. I give you a substitute that says you.
Red team's a bunch of assholes. I can't deal with it. I can't deal with it.
It's
They
just
asked for my help. They asked for my help, and then they reject me. I took off my red colors, go in the blue team.
Go blue colors. Blue team. Blue team. Blue team.
Whoa! Hey! Whoa!
So I remember rushing. Half an hour gone. We're just waiting. Everything's ready to go in. The shrimp are waiting to go in. Garlic bread's waiting to go in. The salmon is waiting to be cooked. Just way too early.
We're gonna win big league. Big league. Big.
Gage is doing whatever this is.
We're gonna knock off the
That's too much.
Oh my god! Yay! I'm glad I'm not on the front. You're just making your. So we're building bridges between the two teams right now.
Yeah, we're doing great. This is
International relations.
It's a team effort. We're all one team here. We're all on the same band.
Right, exactly. Making good food. That's what the real.
We want good food at the end of the day, but
True.
Gage has been quite the champion tonight.
He did at a higher jump. You learned nothing from the brownies. It's just gonna burn me outside.
Hey Johnny, you wanna come do something?
Cheesecake's not going well. Both teams, well, half of each team has just decided to walk away, so it's just basically me, Josh, and Bryce versus Candace's. So hopefully we'll win, but that cheesecake is not looking promising.
10% chance of dying if you eat their cheesecake.
It's not good.
Micah. It's not cooked. You have to put it back in. Put it back in.
Oh my god.
I am deathly afraid. I'm just really hungry, so I hope it's at least edible.
Yeah. So the cheesecake. Okay, so we're supposed to go in at about the 85-minute mark. So it's 5 minutes of preparation, and like I said,
Cheesecake.
eggs kind of went yeet out the window. So
The cheesecake is.
I'm not even on their team. It is not going well.
Oh,
no shit. No, I'm gonna do it. I've been
Durson can't stop criticizing us. Gage can't do anything. Johnny's freaking out for no
Gage is
reason.
down for the count. Gage is just
Bryce got
not
doing the
there.
job.
Cheesecake needs at least 60 minutes to cook and at least a little bit of time to chill. So we're gonna try and chill. It didn't go in until like just now, which was like 10 minutes ago tops, which gives it 40 minutes to cook. It's supposed to cook at like 325. It's cooking at 400.
No, it's not. It's cooking at
We're just speeding up that process, you know. We're just speeding up that process. But luckily the bruschetta I think is going to be banging. It's gonna be banging, and the pizza's gonna be banging. So like we're chilling.
We're basically my two hamburger helpers, Gage and Johnny. They aren't doing anything.
This is a lava cake part
Johnny,
too. This is lava
Johnny
cake too.
is just running around freaking out, and Gage is just dumping stuff in that shouldn't be in there. He dumped like half the milk in the red batter. And so I do all by myself with 1.5 eggs. And 2 incompetent helpers. So hopefully this cheesecake's not a problem.
We're still waiting. We got like 10 minutes before we do anything. All our stuff's just sitting in there. We're actually all here. Come on in. Come on in. We're all here.
We've got
Nothing to do.
Nothing to do. We're literally we'll get cold if we do it.
We're literally just waiting for time to run out while they try and scramble to cook their cheesecake.
That's like cheesecake legit.
They didn't learn anything from it. They got a chicken coop.
Yeah, they had a dirty chicken coop. They just pulled them out, just doused it in dish soap and said good.
They apparently didn't learn anything from the brownie incident. They cranked the heat up and they're trying to get it done in a faster amount of
That's
time.
not how baking works.
That's not how baking works.
I don't know anything about bacon.
Not entirely convinced that they have the time or the skills to make a cheese. All the noise in the kitchen kind of scares me. The food isn't gonna be good. I don't know about you, but I'm pretty excited.
Not at all.
I mean, some of it's gotta be good.
Maybe dessert. Can you really mess up
Cheesecake. Cheesecake.
I don't want to drop names, but I haven't heard good things though. Josh Rotier.
Yeah, I haven't heard good things about that guy Josh either.
I saw frozen shrimp, and I don't think they did their research because I am not a fan of shrimp.
What did we just see in there?
What they said it was a cheesecake, but I'm not convinced it was a cheesecake. It looks like raw meat.
Well, that would be the red.
Yeah, but it was not an appetizing color, so I think they're not focused enough on the presentation points that they're going to do.
I think it just needs another minute or two in the oven.
I think it needs a minute in the trash can.
Yeah, I just sampled the cheesecake, and quite frankly, I think I have salmonella. I genuinely think if anything like over you salmonella, it was that cheesecake. It tasted very similar to the lava cake that Johnny
Basically,
extremely similar.
Our dessert's been tampered with from the cooking process.
Oh, it was
because
really?
Syrup put it in the 380.
It literally tasted like sludge. It went down like Play-Doh.
The main one is gonna come out beautiful.
It's not cheesecake.
You guys are gonna love it.
Why was cheesecake spongy? How would you make spongy cheesecake?
It wasn't spongy.
It was
supposed to make spongy cheesecake.
Well, that's not what cheesecake is. Cheesecake is smooth.
Spongy.
No.
Yes.
How is cheesecake spongy?
Not spongy perhaps, like it's like it's smooth and spongy-ish.
No.
It's light. It's supposed to be light and fluffy.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It's not.
Cheesecake is supposed to be fluffy.
You're a
It's supposed to be smooth and fluffy.
I'm not gonna cheesecake factory.
It's
It's
not
all
supposed to be dense.
smooth. It's like you're eating like like cream and
It's not
cheese.
supposed to be dense.
It's not flour.
It's not supposed to be dense.
Cream and cheese.
I did not taste any of that in cheesecake.
See, the top is like what's the bottom? Like the top is good.
Very delicate.
Noah, come here.
Christian K sears the salmon to perfection. It looks and smells amazing.
You don't eat the cakey. Drink it all.
It's good. Yo, whoa, are we supposed to serve this?
Tastes like nothing though.
Oh,
Take it out.
Let's go.
Take it out. It sounded like a bomb went off. I was like, shot o'clock? You're running out of time. You need to put it in the freezer.
Why are you freaking out? What was the explosion?
You got 10 minutes. Time for a What? I'm sorry. Raw.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. Where's the dog friend?
Apologize before I even seen it.
I like you just explain yourself.
Fucking good, right? Right? We're on our way. How was it, Jenny? Why didn't I was
Time is running out. There's 1 minute left, and somehow teams are actually struggling to get their food to the judges in time.
Oh, that's good.
This is edgy as fuck.
20 seconds!
Wait for the camera that it's something. I'll get another shot before I get into
Hey, you got 30 seconds, guys.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's time for each team to present their food. First, the appetizers.
Alright, so starting off with the blue team appetizer, we have some artisanal bread, garlic bread, twice baked with some fresh shredded cheddar cheese.
Walnut and seeds.
What? Make it.
So for the red team, we have a house-made bruschetta with sautéed tomatoes.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Now it's time for the entree.
Let's squirt out.
Wait, this is salmon?
Boiled shrimp.
We asked that you squeeze the lemon. Lemon, yeah.
I wanted to taste it like on its own first.
Okay, of course.
I was kind of getting baseline there.
Alright. Reasonable. How's the cook on that?
That's none of your business.
I'm just trying to look. The red team, we have a pesto pizza.
Oh, you would count on this.
And we wanted to get the full presentation of the pizzas.
No garnish? Wow.
It's a pizza. It's filled with garnishes.
Very unprofessional.
It's filled with garnishes.
Extremely unprofessional.
The tomato off.
Finally, the desserts.
Well, not the with frosting, see it's too overpowering. Right, exactly. In the moment we've been waiting for.
The crown jewel is coming.
Alright, confirmed.
It was lemon water.
Play for the big man, play for the big man, play for the bigger man.
Oh, heck yeah. Oh, okay.
Hey, you know, sacrificing some for the other, you know.
Give the plate.
Oh my gosh! Okay, so after watching the judges and their reactions to the different dishes, at first there's a lot of doubt from the red team on the red team, like a lot of doubt for our own dishes, and I think it's shaped up to be a lot better than we thought. The red velvet cream cake turned out really well. A lot better than we thought.
Wait, it came out homegrown eggs. It came out
with homegrown eggs, free range. Turned out very, very well. So
I collected those eggs myself.
yeah, and I think the judges really liked it. Although we didn't give them a glass of water, so glad the blue team did, because they definitely deserved that after tasting the monstrosity that was their salmon.
Let's go!
Despite being presented to the judges as a cream cake, the editing will prove that they called it cheesecake multiple times throughout.
Cream cake.
cheesecake.
Cheesecake.
Well, cheesecake.
Cheesecake. The cheesecake is
Cheesecake, what they said it was a cheesecake.
A cheesecake.
They lost multiple times.
It wasn't very creamy. It was lost eggs.
It was a cheesecake and they screwed it up.
It was up cheesecake.
I'll admit, it was good.
Now listen to this. Come on. Here's the problem that I'm having. These judges didn't like certain items in the dishes. They didn't like the tomatoes and the flatbread.
They also hate shrimp.
They don't like
They
shrimp.
also hated our shrimp.
A good judge
Just
should
because
have
they
a
hated
flat
shrimp.
palate, meaning they like all foods, so that they can appreciate the intricacies of each dish.
I do agree.
I do think we will win the
The
presentation.
poor selection of judges will skew the results of tonight's episode.
In other words, it's not our fault.
That was the most politician statement.
Business major.
Even if he loses, he's not wrong.
You sound like a politician.
I'm a business major. It's what I do.
Each team waits anxiously for the results.
That's right.
I forgot to wear my hat.
So first, the appetizer, by unanimous decision, was won by the red team with a score of I actually don't want to look at my scores. The red team won the appetizer. All right. Second was the entree. He actually had the entree settled as a tie, and I broke the tie, and blue team won the entree. And third on the dessert, also by unanimous decision, was won by blue team. But the final score out of 120, blue team had 85, and red team you had 88.
Let's go! Blue team!
Let's look at this, shall we? Blue team, this is for the entree. Originality score, 6 out of 10 for ours.
It's just sad.
Red team, originality score, 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
For a pizza.
Pesto
A pizza. Getting more originality score than a salmon steak. Oh my gosh. And dessert originality, 4, which is better than the brownie mug. Actually, that's correct.
So explain to me, first of all, how you guys think that your presentation, how does Blue think their presentation of a brownie in a mug, just a brownie
that's original.
That's super original, and you guys got a 2. Which, you know what?
That's gracious.
That's gracious. You guys deserved a 1. And someone, who gave them a 3? Ryan?
For what?
For originality for the brownie in the mug.
I thought the mug was kind of.
The mug was original, it was a brownie in the mug, but it's still a brownie nonetheless. Ours was a red velvet cream cake. Okay?
Cream cake.
Cream cakes don't exist.
That's no such thing.
I think the scores are completely fair.
Oh, is that so?
I was right. Immature judges
If we would have served them chicken fingers, we would have gotten a 10.
Your entree did get a 10!
They said it's just a salmon.
It was something.
That's what I heard from them. They said it's just a salmon.
Good salmon.
Salmon is a canvas that you can paint on. And this is the artist. He worked that salmon to perfection. Basted in a browned butter with garlic and creeping thyme. Amazing. Beautiful.
Burned to a crisp. That butter was burned beyond
What you made with that
But
butter?
it was a masterpiece. All the scars made it unique and delicious.
Blue team is sitting here defending their entree as if it's the reason that they lost when they got an almost perfect score. The only reason that they lost is because they served us cold and soggy bread with cheese on it as the appetizer. They won the 2 other categories. They just got blown out on the appetizer. That bruschetta was bomb. I mean, ultimately, we're the ones that weren't on a team and ate the food, and I mean, our scores are perfect and infallible and cannot be contested.
So here, our judges present the scores, 85 to 88. And yet the blue team is coping about their main dish not being good enough. Although it scored nearly perfect score. Why is that? And yet, Red Duke's cream cake was perfect.
Yeah, you were right now.
So my good friend here, Micah, I can bench more than him, so I'm better than him.
And yet, your appetizer was terrible.
Your cream cake was a gelatin. It had the physics of a booger.
And yet, you lost by 3 points. Why is that?
The cream cake, yeah. Actually, the cream cake did not get a 0.
How original is brownie batter in a mug? You make this white mom dessert you find on Facebook.
And
you made a genuine.
And you made a ghetto dessert they made in World War II.
Wow, blue team definitely should have won.
The judges were on crack, but we won, so a win's a win. We'll take it. But
you didn't have any of the food or do any of it.
We lost to a cream cake.
This was my first episode. I didn't come up with anything on the appetizer, but I'm gonna come back with a better appetizer next time. We'll wipe the floor with the competition. So I'll be back, and then when I come back, there will be hell to pay.
My name is Durson, and I still fly airplanes.